Welcome to the weekly review live stream. So I've been talking to Colleen on the phone while we prepare to do the weekly review. They're driving home from a thing that they do Tuesday morning sometimes. And like I was like, oh crap, yeah, I'm gotta finish this thing because we were just talking. And then they suddenly realized, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna show up or not. But we were talking to prepare to come. Anyway, we'll see if Colleen shows up or not. In the meantime, if you're joining us, please let us know what your uh, goals are for the weekly review. Oh, and then here's my computer not working correctly. Anyway, so welcome to the weekly review. A weekly review is this time in our week when we pause doing actual work and look at our work, see what's there, see what we are committed to, and if we still want to be committed to those things, it's a good time for take backsies of things that we said we were going to do. Um, and yeah, it's fun times. So I am going to my things, and I wrote them down ahead of time. Um, I am going to do my calendar review, which is a thing that I try to do always. I've done a few things to try to have better focus this week because I've not been thrilled with my weekly review results the past couple weeks. I did not want to because somebody is only sleeping in hour chunks right now. But I got up and I went for a jog before my first meeting, sort of hike jog, because I'm not in very good jogging shape yet. But anyway, to get my focus brain on, and then I also took an Adderall before we started recording instead of waiting until I was like, I can't focus at all. So, yeah, I am medicated and prepared, and I wrote out what I'm going to do. So, calendar, and I'm going to review a commitments list that I wrote up yesterday when I was like, what? I just had this feeling that I needed, instead of like adding a bunch of stuff, that what I really needed to do was be on top of the things I've already committed to doing. And so I have I made a commitments list, and for those of you not familiar, I'll put a link in for what a commitments list is, and I have one on my website that people can download and use as part of a I use it as part of like an like making sure you're not overcommitting by looking at what you have committed to doing already. Um, yeah. And then I'll plan on making those things happen this week. And then the other thing that I'm may not make the cut after I do my commitments list is at some point I will still be going back to OmniFocus. And so it needs some pruning before that happens because I have been living with new contacts, a more reduced set of contacts, and I'm realizing that they are um I use even they're far reduced from the number that had, grown and amassed inside of OmniFocus. But I'm also realizing that I'm using even even fewer of those than I thought um on a regular basis. Like I'm probably looking at two of them, and part of it is that you can't access them as easily on in the way I was hoping to in wow, my brain just went somewhere else. In reminders, where it went was, oh, if it's not working that way, maybe I should give Apple feedback about how I would like it to work. Anyway, that's true, and probably for the good of my clients who are using it, I should. They're not as easy to pull up a specific context as I would like. Wow, I just saw my face on the delay, looking into the out the window. Cool. It's one of those days. So, anyway, I I will review those as I can, but they really just need to be pruned back because I'm realizing I'm using even fewer. I mean, realistically, I've been looking at like one context because the rest of it is often, because I'm negotiating with my spouse and grandparent caregivers. And so a lot of it is, what do I absolutely have to get done today? Which is not a, oh, I have this time to sit and think. Let me look it up. It's a, what were my obligations that I want to make sure I don't miss for today. And then after that, because later afternoon's gotten a little fuzzy in terms of um, okay, what can I do and what can I not get done? So anyway, it's been interesting. So, those are my things, and I have also my daily tasks written up. I post those to our ADHD Guild Discord server. So I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot with those. And yeah, I'm gonna pull up the document. I still, like I said, I do not know if Colleen is coming or not. Interesting. So last week, Zoom had updated and everything was broken. And I spent some time last week trying to fix everything, all of these macros. But I don't think it worked because it did not prompt me to share my screen. So I was not working. Mm, okay. And if I have time to just do some tasks at the end, that is one of the things that I can do. All right. So move videos over. Wow. Oh, I know what it means. I made this whole I made it last week. I made this whole calendar for content, and then I actually watched the videos that I had recorded because they're edited now. And I couldn't do them the way I had planned. And so I have to actually update that. Oh, weird. Okay. Just I had some notifications I'll have to deal with. Um, oh. Uh, hmm. Yeah, I just realized I haven't got anything back on that. I just remembered I sent an email yesterday that I need to. I reached out to support for because I like to have a timer streaming on here, and it's not there. So want to figure out what is going on with it. Okay. Oh, I didn't actually highlight the thing. Okay, I did take a very low dose of Adderall because of the whole breastfeeding thing, and I'm still feeling scattered. And I took my guanfacine like way earlier. And I exercise. I did all the things to make my brain work. Why isn't my brain working? Okay. Um, I'll just quickly look at this. Hmm. Actually looking at the calendar and realizing I have. Oh my goodness, there's a Colleen. A wild Colleen has appeared and I'm not hearing stuff. Speaker there. A wild Colleen has appeared. I'm not hearing things.
Hi. My computer
Hi!
thing where it was still on like yellow after sunset or whatever, and I was like,
It hadn't
can't
it
do it,
hadn't updated.
can't do it, can't do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to declare intentions. I'm just going to do it. My intentions are just to clear my inbox as much as I can. I'm trying to blast through
Cool.
it. Just get it done. Get it done.
Hey.
Yeah.
All right.
Although I can't update the document. Hang on.
Oh, I just realized that I might be doing our education time from the other location. My aunt will be staying with my parents and very much wants to see the Jack. Um, all future events, 30 minutes, 8:45. Now I'm going to delete the other one. My calendar is really gross and like full of stuff.
Mm.
I've added these events in to remind me that it turns out it takes time to feed a child.
What?
Um, I
You,
know, but
are
it
you?
also is, huh?
Sorry, I had to say your shirt twice.
Yeah. Well, but it also has meant that my calendar looks really big and like this appointment slot today, there's 5 appointments in here.
Right. By the way, when I woke up, my inbox was at 170, and now it's at 120 and change.
Whoa, look at you.
A lot of it has been buy, 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 like just yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I gotcha. It's a whole thing.
And a bunch of it is I already did it because it's been that long since I've actually been non-emergency scanning my inbox. So huzzah.
Yay! Oh, okay. I should schedule co-working for tomorrow.
Mm,
Okay. I need to decide what it is that I need to do, but I'm going to schedule because my first meeting is at 10. I don't really want my productive day to start at 10.
mm.
Okay. Oh, wait, no, maybe you go here. I'm at the moment just kind of clearing stuff out. It's
Nice.
I think I would like um do co-working to schedule. Scheduling some co-working. Does not repeat. And another one. Voice channel. I've scheduled 2 co-workings. Not to brag.
Amazing.
Thanks. Um, oh, it doesn't actually say. Um, and I need an alarm. Just realized I need to get to their house early enough that I can get everything settled in and say hi and not be a jerk before the start of our meeting on Thursday. And rather than ask my parents, who may or may not know the direct answer, I'm just going to text my aunt how long she's in town rather than like have people play games. I have her phone number. I can do this. But it will help me plan what tasks I'm doing to know how long they're in town. Do, do, do. Of course, anybody watching, feel free to declare your intentions or just observe.
Lurking is allowed.
Oh, lurking is totally allowed. Um, as a matter of fact, um, who was I talking to? I was just talking to a client about maybe taking this spot, but oh, I know who it was. That will not be this week. Um, so I will schedule another one. And so this is just my way of like, oh, I want to get stuff done earlier than I think I would organically do it if it were only up to me. Hence the co-working. But I'm now trying to be realistic and not be like, oh, as soon as that meeting's done, I will definitely jump right into co-working. No, no, no. What's going to happen is I'm sure my kid didn't want to eat before that meeting, so I'll be rushing to feed him and all the things. So instead of giving myself 30 minutes, I'm giving myself an okay. I have 3.
I am being summoned. I hopefully will see you later.
Okay, crossing fingers. Yeah, it's a whole thing. I didn't turn on the timer. And you know what's really sad is there's a thing in this macro that says turn it on, turn on the timer. But I've just started ignoring it because I couldn't show it to everybody else. And it's like, no, no, no. I still need the timer. Um, I think I want to review the other things I had told the coach I would do. Actually, probably Colleen will not be able to join us again, which is too bad. But their phrasing was, I'm not seeing you again. So I asked for clarification just in case they're reporting a technical issue since it's a stream. Yeah. Um, okay. Hey, Wyatt has a declaration recording various work-related things. Nice. The doings always seem obvious and important, and it's easy to let the recording slide. Without the recording, I don't get paid. Yes. Logging time is just so much more difficult than I feel like we give it credit for. Um, okay. Um, okay. Oh. Oh, right. I was trying to get people together for a thing. That is a recurring appointment that is not true. So I will delete that one. Um, there's possibly a thing Saturday evening, and I should look into that. Hey, Linnea! Linnea's working on the weekly review, but also hopefully sorting some laundry. I have done that before where it's like, oh, when I'm on a break, this is what I'm gonna do. Woo! Um, Okay, scheduling texts are what often happens during these. What can I say? Reviewing the calendar. Um, Linnea, Colleen was here and was called away to do a child thing and probably will not be back unless the child thing goes spectacularly badly, I'm guessing. And maybe even not then. So yeah, probably it has to go. It was only here very briefly trying to do some inbox processing. Um, I laugh because we're on the phone preparing for it while they're driving home to do it. And then they're like telling me the stuff they're gonna have to do, and they suddenly realize, oh, I may not be there at all. Well, we're on the phone getting ready to do it. It was very funny. Um, I told them they're being missed. Um, yeah, I've got some laundry to sort through too. Like at first, I found laundry a lot easier to do upon producing offspring. Like I was like, oh yeah, I could totally start because you just need to start it all the time. Well, one thing is now the diapers fit, so not having to wash quite as many things. And two, like now that I'm not on maternity leave, when I put them away is not easy. And so and my spouse has very similar bad habits of not putting laundry away. And so we end up with baskets full of stuff. And I swear it's worse. Like my putting stuff away is now worse, and maybe it's just because there's more of it. I'm not sure. I texted Colleen to say that they were missed, and they said that that felt good to know. So thank you for asking after them, Linnea. It's been really fun to have you on here. Um, I love that I asked a question about scheduling to this group, and what I got was kind of an answer to my question I'd asked yesterday, which is not about scheduling. Oh, oh, scheduling in groups. Okay, and I need to remember to do that. I think I might have totally done what I did not plan to do. Not right now. I got an alert of something, an appointment being booked, and then I was like, wait a minute. I thought I had set up reminder because my booking system is since I last played with the settings has entirely changed how they handle appointment reminder texts, and I didn't know that because they were just working as far as I knew. And so I was playing with the settings, and I think I played with the wrong ones. Um, okay. So that would change my Thursday plan potentially, and maybe mean the other gets moved over. Mm, okay. I maybe I think I need to move away from the general calendar review and I may be back to it to something more did do some scheduling of co-working. I think I need to do this rescheduling of content, which is an interesting thing for me to decide right now as I have an appointment today to schedule the things with my niece. I just hate taking. Hey, Shibby, good morning. Laundry's the least hated home chore. I don't hate it. I just don't always put them away because in my mind it's done anyway. And so they sit. I was like, oh yeah, I could totally do this during some mindless task. And then like I'm always busy. I think it's because like well, one, the baby started looking at the TV more, so we don't have the TV on as much. But like, oh, during those times, I would be like sitting there doing this thing. I got to do something else. Like, you know. Anyway. Um. So yeah, yeah, not too bad. Welcome, Shivy. What are your intentions today? It's good to see her. I may have to get those when I come back from a break. Oh, that is a thing I actually can do. Okay, even without the timer, I can still use the break thingy that I haven't been using, but it's not set up correctly, so I will add that to my um okay. So I will do that. I'm gonna head off to a break and then I will be back and take care of that schedule thing. And putting laundry away is hell, yeah. 2 week old stuff that isn't put away. That resonates. And it's all sitting there like, oh, I'm gonna totally do it right here. And it has not. It has not happened yet. So I think I'm gonna have to rethink that. All right. I will head off for break and then I will be right back. I was thinking, poor Colleen, like, keep needing such a longer weekly review and then end up not getting one at all. Like, we're just like, oh, I could use, oh, I just bought my computer. Could use 8 hours of weekly review, but nope, that's not what they're getting. Okay. I need to move the videos over. Whoa. Oh, left eye's been twitching for weeks. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, stress and not sleeping enough. That's what does it to me. Oh. Oh. And then the weird thing when people are like, "Oh yeah, magnesium helps with that." It's like there's so many different formularies of magnesium that apparently do different things. I don't really understand it. Ooh, trans sunglasses with an app. That's cool. You gotta go pick up some chickens? Are these live chickens or poultry chickens? Like, does that make sense? My friends have chickens, and my husband was joking about having chickens the other day, but I was like, I don't think you really want to take care of chickens. I mean, we do have a backyard, and you can have them in the city limits, but hey, Colleen says hitting double digits, getting what I need, music, not have to talk to anyone, decompress, get my system in order. Hey, that's good. I'm guessing that their offspring is asleep on them right now, and so that's why they're not. Oh, before I forget, when I schedule co-working, I have this shortcut that I run to make sure it shows up like on my calendar to be like, no, 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 this isn't somebody else's co-working. This is yours. It comes with alerts and stuff. So I need to run that shortcut. I'm pretty proud of it actually. Like I have a bunch of like guild specific shortcuts and it feels weird to make a video about them, but I feel like they could help the people in the guild, but it's also like there's only so many videos I can make if it's one that doesn't apply to anybody else. It feels weird. Um, okay, I need to update my posting calendar. Okay. So I did tallies on the same day. One and two, I'm moving this over because that appointment was rescheduled. Um, treats three. Um, okay, so maybe Maybe I'll swap these two. And then this one will be it said time to put the yum in magnesium. Very live chickens. Oh, so do you take care of chickens? Or do you have chickens? Like, or are you going to like start doing this now? I'm very interested. I don't know that it's a good idea for me to have them, but I like them in theory and I really like other people's eggs. So it's a concept I find interesting that I'm not sure I will ever pull the trigger on. Because like pets, there are things that it's like, oh, I've got a vacation. I need to have somebody do a thing, and that's hard. Um, here's my scratch paper. Okay, I think the rest of the order is fine. I need to change it in my thing here. I'm gonna pull up the, I keep thinking obligations, and that's such a more negative word than I mean my commitments list that I wrote up yesterday. Um, okay, I pulled up my commits list and now I'm starting to want to add stuff to it instead of mm, I want my gloves. I have three and a half pairs of compression gloves, and I can't find any of them, including the one solo one I was still kind of clinging to. Chickens are very automatable. They just got an auto coop door. Oh, wow. Okay, that's a fair point. I guess you don't spend a lot of time snuggling them, so. So here's the question is, could I deliver um fines. So I think the traits, that one's fine. I think I'm gonna have this one be 29th. Um, fines as punishment. This one is gonna go to tomorrow if I can do it. Okay. Excuse me. Jeez. Okay. You used to snuggle them a lot, the chickens. Oh, that's adorable. Um, okay, I'm going to hide that field. Okay. Why are these in this order? Okay. I'm gonna pull out of this rabbit hole of trying to sort things in stupid Airtable. I'm not saying Airtable's stupid. I'm just saying that me figuring out all of their sorting options is not my goal right now, so I'm gonna pull out of that. Um, okay, I think what I need to do is take that document and put it um, uh, okay. Yeah, you can tell it's almost time for a break because it's hard to pull myself out of things. Um, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Um, Share, collaborate with. Invited to share. I'm reorganizing my tasks to. Um, okay, and I thought of something I need to add to my. So right now my commitments list, it's sort of everything all in there. And I probably do want to organize it by like, okay, what are things that I'm really not going to get out of? And what are things that are, longer term or whatever. So, it's about time to wrap. What else do I need to do for that meeting? Um, um, okay, I think I finished that. Oh, I remember the other thing. Screenshots. All right, I need to have some screenshots in there. Um, I'm writing things for my meeting agenda for today that are occurring to me right now. Make sure the checklist has be a schedule swap and okay. Mm. Back from chicken adventures. Oh, adding 4 more hens. You have 30? Wow. That's crazy. The least automated part is keeping the poop scooping, but it doesn't need to be frequent. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot. That is a lot of chickens. My goodness. Do I have a reply to that other text? Come on. All right. Um, Okay, so I think, oh, right, wrapping. I did that. Good. It's always nice to know that after. When did we get our first computer that really, really, really needed a mouse? Windows. Probably in the 90s sometime. Anyway, yeah, 90, 93 maybe. Since 93, my mousing skills still need work apparently. Um, that one I sort of took care of. I was just worried it wouldn't be in there. No, I think the thing that I really need to do next is review commitments list. And I'm going to start with notes. Okay. And I'm going to review when I'm doing which things. All right. I am going to head off for a break. Well, I look kind of pale and dead in that image I just saw of myself. Cool, cool. All right. I mean, I'm sure Colleen would have some vampire-y comment now, but I don't. So, all right, highlight the thing. So that is what I'm going to do very next. And as soon as I get back from break, I actually kind of like being able to see what I'm gonna do next. Okay, there we are. And I will be right back. All right, I'm back. Mm. Back and in the thing. Gotta scroll down though. That's all right. Reviewing the notes. Oh, oops. All right. This one is, wow, what date was that? Oh, gummy, not dating stuff. Um, okay. I have no. Oh, Colleen is over 100 down in their inbox, so making some good progress. I was discussing music. Got it. Saw a message fly by. Not the best thing I could have going by, but how else do I? By the way, back from my aunt, I don't have a good answer. Tell Colleen boohoo. Will do. Do, 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 do. I may still do that. I'm going to pull up my list of things to do for business coach. Um, these are all old. Okay. Okay. I will. Um, let's see. Maybe. So I have when projects are in their like thinky contemplative form, not the like I am ready to take action on this, like places where ideas for projects go. Um, for me is a mind map software, and so I think it's time for a someday maybe portion of this. So like I don't usually put, we talked about this before, like my someday maybes in my proper task system. I think this was here. I talked about it last week. After a while, I lose track of where I say what. Um, it's just a thing. But I think it was with Linnea last week. Anyway, um, I don't want them in there. if at all possible. So I'm going to had an idea, but it feels like a not yet thing, and maybe it'll be a not yet forever. But I don't love my newsletter template that I have set up, but it's not the worst either. So I think I'm just gonna put it in a someday maybe because I don't want to lose it. Email newsletter template. I didn't hate it when I went to go do my newsletter the other week. I didn't hate it as much as I expected I would hate it. Um, but it's not as pretty as it could be either. So, it isn't a thing I need to do right now. Oh, okay, that is a task I need to do. Um, oh, here it is. Okay. Those are done. Okay. I have this problem that I have this thing. It's like, oh, update website, and then I never like write out what the specifics are, so that I don't engage with it. And so I'm trying to put the specifics in where I have them, like, because then I just stare at my website. I was like, wait, what was I going to change? And then it requires more brain work to engage with it than it otherwise would. Like there's sort of a trade-off. If I have all of the things that I want to change all in the same spot, I could just refer to that while I do it. But if all I have are like if I have I'm taking 2 hours, not doing anything else, that's fine. But what keeps happening when I sit down to do tasks on my computer is at a time that I did not expect it, a child is brought out to me that requires sustenance. And so, like, because, when I'm not in a meeting, it's a little bit fair game. So, or actively recording a video. So, I keep sitting down to do it, and then I get the notes open, and then I'm out of time. And so I'm wondering if maybe what I need to do is have the tasks be like break them into smaller chunks on my task list, which totally takes more time to set up, but might mean I'm more likely to actually do it. Make a um, okay. What? That's in there. Oh, right, because I'm forgetting how long ago this was. Um, hmm. Um, Okay. I think I did that. Um, oh, that would have been great. I didn't do that. Um, it's a thing I could have put in a previous newsletter. That's not what happened. There we go. That's done. Um, Still don't really know what this one says, so okay. Um, okay. Oh, finally sitting down to get the Rutledge review. Okay, cool. Sometimes a warm-up activity is not a bad idea to like get the stuff going. Um, I did that. I am I am having some issues with these plans this week, y'all. Um, I brainstormed this stuff and I went through it and I did all the work behind it, and still logically it's a good idea, but it doesn't feel right for whatever reason. So I'm just sort of stuck and I don't know what else to do. Um, I'm getting better at like as I come up with the idea, like knowing, oh, that's a maybe. That is a great idea I just had that I'm not sure if it will happen. Um, I don't know if this is going to happen before our next meeting, so I'm putting it down here. Did that. Okay. That is not a bad idea to put here. So I did. Oh, I did do that too. It's always good to go through these so you know, like, oh yeah, I did stuff that I didn't fully acknowledge. Go me. Mm, And what does that mean? Oh, got it. That was. I think that's just a joke. Can't be sure though. Do. Okay. Mm. Um, Okay. I need to. Oh my. Okay, so that's not gonna work. Gonna have to do it this way. Adding. Oh. Oh my, seeing my old passwords. Well, yeah, sure. Okay. Done. You can now use a passkey for this item. It's easier and more secure. Yeah, there's a problem with that though. And that's that I'm a filthy, filthy password sharer. So my assistant could post things for me, but yeah. Okay. That is done. And the other thing I was gonna do. Oh, I'm like way into break time. Oops. Oops. I'm making my own checklist to add in. I'm adding my checklist. What else? What else do I need? Oh, the date. Um, Okay. Crap, I keep adding things here. This is just where I'm having the ideas. This is where they're going. I can move them after. But when okay. All right. Oops. Oh, LinkedIn. Let me know how it's going. I am going to jump off for break and then I'll be right back. Oh, I want to update this because I did that again. Oops. Um, yeah, that's good. So I'll be reviewing more on the commitments list when I get back. All right, see you shortly. took a little longer than expected because apparently the offspring needed food because otherwise, thanks for joining, Shibby. Because otherwise, I don't get food because grandma's here. And when grandma's here, that's when naps happen. So I don't want to miss my window and have to do something annoying like pump. All right. Yeah, it is beautiful outside, so I'll do this as long as I can stand it. Okay. So on my list of commitments, I also made like a health commitments list. Oh, I should put it in, I should put my commitments list thing that I'm talking about. So there's this calendar product, but there's also like a commitments list. And it's so you can like try to make more realistic um assessments of our time. Uh, there we go. So it's called Template Week Calendar, but it also includes a commitments list on it. So I'll put it in chat just in case. Um, anybody wants to see what it looks like. Um, so Colleen, in addition to some inbox processing, did some project purging. That's cool. Um, so I think some of these could be organized by role. Um, I call these. So at one point I organized all of my OmniFocus by like roles. Oh, I called it a creator. Okay. That makes sense. I don't know which one I'll go with, but in this one I'm going with info spreader because it includes things like speaking. Um, these need to be indented. So I most of these I like the title I had, so um, um, probably. I want these to go somewhere down here. Um, just coach. Um, Okay. Wow. Yeah, that's a thing. Hmm. So I'm just organizing this list I made. Um, um, thank goodness. Okay. I will add this thing to my other agenda. Okay, that's really annoying. Okay. Back to my document. Oh, I should check on chat. Oh, some sort of system to put in the calendar that I'm interested in but not committed to. Oh, color code. So I'll tell you what I do for that is I do have them in a different calendar. So that it is automatically a different color. And that's if it's like I might like to do it here. And so I change the color the by changing the calendar. And the other reason I do that is if the stuff hits the fan, I can turn off that calendar and not look at it at all, and then only see the things that I'm actually like really committed to. Also, all of my real appointments are in red, which is a more attention-getting color than well, other colors. So that, you know, the stuff hits the fan. What are the things I actually need to reschedule? They'll all be in red. Um, well, I don't know where that goes. Um, maybe that goes somewhere else. Um, that is a thing that I've actively goes in personal. Oh, yeah, that's a thing. Some of these are decide what my goals are. So they're not so much like commitments right now as much as sort of vague thoughts. Okay. Uh, okay. Mm, okay, so these are all not urgent, but they exist. Some of these are like, I need to put them in there because they are a commitment. They're not things I'm like, oh, I gotta do this now. Hmm. Oh, that was another one for the business coach. So those are things I need to do, but what? So I'm starting to get into like the first one that has something real and concrete, um, scheduling wise. So and I need to have a newsletter date. Sorry. What did I do for that one? June 4th. Videos. Looking at the date the videos need to be done by. So that means that I need to have recorded them here. Um, I'm gonna be out of town this week. I'm speaking this week. So I think that means is um, the descriptions. Another thing. Well, Mm. Mm. I think tomorrow where I can. Oh, been going a little while. Oh, it's hard to remember to select a different than default calendar. Oh, totally get that. Don't worry about it. Um, yeah, it is hard. Um, my only thought is using an app to create them that's just easier, like on an iPhone. Fantastical, I think even in the free version, which is what I have. You just use really fast typing to enter it in, and so it's just like a slash, and then you type the name of the calendar. Um, Alternatively, sometimes people will keep it in a different place, like have it written down, like either on paper or iPad. I look so weird when I'm looking up and thinking, and I hate it that I see that little image. Anyway, um, or they will, um, yeah, like write it out, and so it's not in the calendar, it's like just written down, somewhere else. Anyway, that's one thing that sometimes people do, but yes, it is a lot, but like also it's kind of important to have it stand out. So it's, yeah, it's a thing. So I basically need June and July recorded. June. Um, and one of the things that I want to do is start working in time every week for crappy tasks, like the ones I really want to avoid. Because apparently just not having them isn't a thing. No, what I made my, excuse me, I made my commitments list yesterday. I was realizing like, oh, a bunch of these really suck. Um, and so doing those um doing those things that just suck and making sure I'm touching them regularly is probably really important. There's just to do. And it may end up looking like having a really specific co-working section so that I make sure I'm touching it every single day. When is that flight again? I'm looking at June. Oh, oh, Friday afternoon. When did they fly back? Okay. I do have several tasks from last week that are not done. I did do that and then immediately didn't feel great about it, but okay, that's fine. Since that one of these projects is feeling especially salient, I'm going to go take a look at it. I'm wondering if it needs its own section. Okay, so what I want to do is make sure it's where I think it is. Okay, cool. Oh, there's prep and yeah. Okay. Proposal. Mm. Um, I just had a great idea. I hate invoicing with a burning fiery passion of 1,000 suns. I don't think that's uncommon. I think it sucks in general. Sucks with ADHD more. Um, and I have a speaking gig coming up, and I was realizing I could just, because we've already agreed on the rate, I could just make the invoice in advance, maybe even bring it with me. Crazy. And have time to proofread it because the last time I sent it in, not last time, but the last speaking gig, the first invoice I sent was wrong. Yeah, not cut out for admin work here. Anyway, super embarrassing. Also, I hate making it afterwards because it feels like I should be done. And so if I make it in advance and then I only have to tweak it, that like I still have the energy for it now because I haven't given the talk yet. But after giving the talk, I will hate it. And so if I could do it ahead of time, that's better. I'm very proud of this idea. We'll see if I do it, but I'm very proud of it. Actually, you know what? I might just do it right now. Hold on just a second. False alarm. Invoice. Oh, I need actually what their name is. Oh, OC. Oh, a horrible thought just occurred to me. I guess I'm planning this project now. Uh, no, not where I meant to be, but it's what I'm doing. Um, yeah. Okay, no. Um, I need to be right back, and it's past time for me to take a break anyway. So I will be right back. Sorry about that suddenness. I'm probably going to wrap this one up fairly quickly because I realize what time it is, and I don't normally have an appointment after this, but I do have an appointment at 1, and I would like to go walk outside for a while in between. Um, because it is quite lovely. Oh, there we are. Support doing it now. Now I can't remember what I was saying. Sorry, Linnea. Um, support doing something now. Oh, maybe it was planning the project. Anyway, yeah, Fantastic Al hasn't been a part of my regular routine because so many of my appointments are not entered manually anymore, right? Because I have a booking system and then, a lot of other appointments people invite using like, a Zoom invite or something. So I've gotten off of the wagon of using it a little bit. Oh, I also use shortcuts for a whole bunch of things that are related, like I make the co-working. Oh, my invoicing. Yeah, totally. Thank you. That is what I was doing. I was looking at the organization. That's what was happening. Um, when I oh, there it is. I'm probably gonna have to change it. Oh, there we go. Here we are. Um, thank you. That was very helpful. 'Cause I had this email open. I was like, why was this email open? Yeah. Um, thank you. Um, but yeah, when I use shortcuts or, booking system or other things for most of my appointments, it's still installed on my phone. I just don't use it quite as often. And I don't pay for the subscription once they move to subscription. I just have the old app and use it. Honestly, I mostly use it for putting in Pokemon Go events. Like, oh, this is the community day because it's fast. That's most of all I use it for now. Uh, Whoa, Colleen just texted their inbox is down to 12. What is that nonsense? I'm sure I will have to change some of this, but some of it can stay the same. Wait, did I change the number? No, I did not. I don't use like invoicing software because I don't do any of my coaching with invoicing because it's awful. Um, 6/24, right? That's what I said. And then I already have it open, what I'm charging, so I don't even have to go look for that. Thank you for the reminder. That is done. And it looks like the correct amount of money. So, yeah, go me. I even put in the total. Look at me. Um, one other thing. Thank you. That I wanted to have on. Where is it? Okay. There was a place. Oh, I did that. Okay. Um, I need screenshots. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Um, uh, okay. Um, what? What did that look like in ChatGPT? Oh no, it's not ask menu. Okay, fix. Okay. Oh, Lene's still got a ways to go. Sorry. Might you separate capture time from clarify? Oh, yeah. Seriously, Colleen has a hard and fast rule that they will not process it the same day. Yeah. I make a cappuccino, keep on going. Would it be madness to try to review for my hammock? No, that sounds delightful. My husband attempted to put up a hammock for Mother's Day, but he says it's not actually sittable. It is hanging. It just needs help before it's not dragging on the ground. But the attempt was there. No, I am all about a hammock. Hammocks are amazing. And besides, it's a good idea to change your position sometimes and like, swap up your brain space. Do, 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 do. Looking for a link. That is awesome, Colleen. Not that they watch this later, but I just saw the inbox too. I'm adding to their description because they send me what they did, but all right. I think that's, yeah, hammocks are amazing, right? Okay, Lene, I hope that this hammock goes amazing. If you remember next week to tell me how it goes, I would love to hear it. I hope the rest of it goes spectacularly. I'm going to stop share. And I am going to go out and stretch my legs for a little bit before my next set of meetings, which I may or may not do from the backyard. I thought about doing this, but the only place with shade is really far from our router. So I thought maybe that wasn't a great idea. Plus, yesterday someone was chopping something, or I don't know. It was brutal. Anyway, grinding, they were doing something weird and loud. Fortunately, they haven't today yet. Knock on something. Anyway, so I'm gonna head off and go for a little walk for my rest of my things. Thanks so much for joining. Hopefully you got a lot of stuff done, and we will see you next time.